Donald Trump has started to piss off white supremacists, and this comes at a time when his entire coalition is falling apart. The Joe Rogan type bros are disavowing him. The white supremacists are mad. Women within the Republican Party feel weird about J.D. Vance. Black Americans are starting to come home to VP Harris. I'll break all of this down, but first, Donald Trump's campaign strategy has shockingly lost support with a key part of his voter base, white supremacists, and one of the leaders of this movement, Nick Fuentes, tweeted out, "In the past 3 months, the Trump campaign has threatened to bomb Iran, promised green cards to foreign students, pledged to hire Nikki Haley, chose a never-Trump CIA-backed VP, and disavowed Project 2025 loyalists. What has MAGA become?" says Nicholas J. Fuentes, a white supremacist with a Hispanic last name. He's a goofy dude, not meant to be taken seriously, and his supporters are even weirder. But for the first point, he likes isolationist policies. Second point, he hates immigrants. Thirdly, he doesn't like Nikki Haley conservatives. He wants to go far, far right. Never Trump, obviously the same thing, far right. He disavowed Project 2025. We now have far right Trump supporters who are like, no, Project 2025 is Trump's project. He should be pursuing that. But Trump is trying to distance himself from the project since it hit the national stage. We won't let that happen. Donald Trump is so closely tied with the people at the Heritage Foundation, and some of his biggest supporters, people that he's had dinner with, say that Donald Trump should pursue Project 2025. At the same time, Trump attacks Joe Rogan after he voices support for RFK Jr. The MAGA section of the Republican Party is actively falling apart, as I say. Nicholas J. Fuentes said he's waging war against Donald Trump. Joe Rogan said he just doesn't like the guy. Donald Trump took to Truth Social today to issue a scathing attack against Joe Rogan after Rogan expressed support for RFK Jr. over Trump on his podcast yesterday. Rogan said of RFK Jr., quote, "He's the only one that makes sense to me. Rogan's just not the smartest guy when it comes to politics or anything." As Rogan's comments quickly went viral, the battered Trump quickly went on the attack, stating, quote, "It will be interesting to see how loudly Joe Rogan gets booed the next time he enters the UFC ring, MAGA 2024. All that Donald Trump cares about are crowd sizes," and he further reinforced that yesterday when he held a press conference and spent the majority of the time talking about crowd sizes and VP Harris's crowd sizes and the way the media reacts. But honestly, the more that I think about it, I think Joe Rogan endorsing RFK Jr. is a good thing because it rips away a lot of those bros, the frat bro types who are just disillusioned with the government and want an outsider. And now RFK Jr. is the outsider they'll vote for. And if they weren't going to vote for RFK Jr., they would have voted for Donald Trump because he acts like he's an outsider. This comes after MeidasTouch reported that right-wing influencers are actively fleeing the MAGA wing of the Republican Party amid concerns in the MAGA crowd over the direction of the Trump campaign. We'll continue to break that down. Just in the past week, right-wing influencers from Joe Rogan to Laura Loomer to Kyle Rittenhouse to Nick Fuentes have all publicly expressed concern about Donald Trump and his campaign. Rogan, with his large and influential platform, is the latest and most devastating defection from the Trump train. The Trump campaign is spiraling as the Harris for President campaign gains more momentum by the minute and actually reinforces their massive coalition. It's pretty awesome. One of Nick Fuentes' supporters tweeted a video of Nick Fuentes. I'm not going to play it because I don't like to platform videos of him, but it's reasons why he doesn't like the Trump campaign. Number one, they take money from Jewish donors. Okay, that's weird. Stapling green cards to diplomas. That is amazing and incentivizes smart people to stay in the country. Disavowing Project 2025. Giving Nikki Haley a cabinet position and making J.D. Vance VP. To read this article, white supremacist, Hitler fan, and far-right political pundit Nick Fuentes. Wow, just some shocking descriptors for a dude who's only like 25 years old. I mean, how evil can you be? But white supremacist Hitler fan Nick Fuentes shockingly revoked his support from Donald Trump's campaign early Friday, announcing on social media that he and his allies believe that his presidential bid is headed for a, quote, catastrophic loss. Let's go. Quote, "Tonight I declared a new Groyper war against the Trump campaign," Fuentes wrote on X, formerly Twitter, shortly after midnight, referring to a group of far-right activists known as Groypers. Fuentes explained that he and his far-right squad of online trolls, quote, support Trump, but they view his 2024 campaign as being hijacked by lobbyists, consultants, and donors that had aided Trump's 2016 Republican opponents. All in all, Fuentes believes they were, quote, blowing it. Quote, "Without serious changes, we are heading for a catastrophic loss," Fuentes wrote. "This is not a purity spiral. This is about living up to the America First credo put forth by Trump in 2016, which will ensure victory in 2024, Fuentes continued. On Monday, I will present a detailed statement of the facts, a mission statement, and a plan of action on my Rumble channel. That's just hilarious. My Rumble channel. Good luck, buddy. In another post 2 hours later, Fuentes shared a screenshot of a trending hashtag on Truth Social, including hashtag Groyper War 2, Fire Las Vida, and Fire Wiles. Wow, you got something trending on maybe the lowest used social media platform ever. Despite white men making up a massive part of Trump's primary support base and his attempts to pander to them this election cycle, the Republican nominee has seen a stunning slip in support within this demographic. And crazed Trump is annoying even his most rabid fans. Donald Trump's support is starting to slip, and not just slip, but slip rapidly, at a critical time when VP Harris is gaining in the polls, raising massive amounts of money, and holding fire rallies. It looks like some of Donald Trump's devoted fans are beginning to lose faith in their candidate. Gun rights activist and killer of human beings Kyle Rittenhouse announced Thursday that he would be writing in Ron Paul's name on his ballot in November, shortly after posting that he had the, quote, incredible pleasure of meeting the former U.S. representative. Hours later, Rittenhouse then backtracked on his statement because of social pressure from the MAGA movement. It shows that that's a cult, but it also shows that people are trying to defect. People aren't too happy with the MAGA movement, and there could exist a lot of voters who feel the social pressure to act like they are Republican, voting Trump if they live in a red state or a red district or a super red neighborhood, but they won't actually vote. People like Kyle Rittenhouse, who said, I'm not going to vote for Trump, then he got bullied into saying he will, but who knows, maybe he'll still write in Ron Paul. I want to play you a brand new clip of Gavin Newsom from just a few minutes ago of him describing how Donald Trump is becoming more unhinged by the day.
What would your strategy be or advice in terms of debating Trump, and your thoughts on Tim Walz?
Well, I think Kamala will clean his clock, and I think it's pretty clear that he's looking at the clock and he's panicking. And that press conference was just about panic. He knows he's starting to lose. Momentum's completely shifted. His rhetoric is becoming increasingly stale, including the press conference today. He's on the ropes. Just a week ago said I will never debate on ABC. Now he says, well, I'll do ABC, NBC, and Fox. It's just the guy's all over the place. He's got to regret his vice presidential choice. And Kamala Harris got a great vice presidential choice. And so I worry about how unhinged he can get over the course of the next few months. And
the dichotomy between the two VP candidates really summarizes the entire party. One of them is just an absolute weirdo who maybe wears eyeliner, we can't tell, but who definitely thinks women should stay in the kitchen. The other is just a normal dude who wants to help children have food in their tummies, who wants to make sure that even people who are born into terrible positions have a chance to excel in life. That is what everybody in America should want, but Republicans would rather strip Social Security, strip healthcare, strip abortion, strip everything away, and just super well said by Gavin Newsom. If you enjoyed this video, if you appreciate what I do, all that I ask is that you leave a like, comment a blue heart, hit that subscribe button so you're a part of this beautiful community that we're building. Most importantly, have a great day yourself, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out.